An appropriate song for what we're talking about and who we're about to talk to. There's Leonard Cohen, Hallelujah, on the Morning Zoom with Andy and Jane. Wishing you a fantastic Friday, Jane.
Yeah, we are commemorating the 90th anniversary of the birth of the late Leonard Cohen.
Wow.
The iconic Canadian and Montrealer was born September 21st, 1934. And died almost 8 years ago at the age of 82 in the month of November. We celebrate the music and poetry of Leonard Cohen every day here on Zoomer Radio. And our friend, Toronto-based jazz artist Mika Barnes, is also commemorating Leonard's music at a special 90th birthday event tomorrow night at Hughes Room. And Mika has made a trip to the Zoomerplex to join us in studio. Welcome.
Thrilled to be here, as always.
Well, thrilled to have you, Mika. I want to ask you about Leonard Cohen's music. His lyrics, they still permeate through today's music, don't they?
You know what's wild? When I was living in Los Angeles or New York, people would say, "What is it in the water up there in Canada? You have all the songwriters, right?" And it's a simple explanation. I just have to list our greats, right? Between Joni and Leonard alone, we've got a songwriter can't come up in Canada without taking in those two legendary songwriters. And we've got many, many more, but those are just two to mention. So I will say that Leonard ends up being like, he's our Bob Dylan. He becomes like so important in the culture because you're like, wait, this guy's one of ours,
Yeah.
And there's not a songwriter in Canada who hasn't had to take in that genius and that brilliance.
Right.
So that's why his lyrics are still so important today.
So I love what you put on social media. I follow you on Instagram. It's always entertaining because you're always doing something unique, special, which revolves around the entertainment and performance business. But you wrote, diving into Leonard's sensual and spiritual world feels both sophisticated and debauched at the same time, like stumbling around drunk singing about God and sex in a beautiful old cathedral.
Who's a poet now?
Exactly.
Okay, I had my Leonard Cohen moment, all right? Now, we've all been to Montreal when we're young and, partied a little too hard. But, there's a bagel place that's open all night. So there I was, a little soused in the falling snow. And I've got the fresh bagels. And I just decided to sit on the nearest steps of somewhere to go and eat my bagel while I was a little drunk and 3 a.m. And I sat on the steps of this gorgeous cathedral eating the bagel with the snow coming down, and I realized this is my Leonard Cohen moment.
Yes.
I love it.
Right?
So how has Mika, we're talking to Mika Barnes, who is here as we celebrate what would have been Leonard Cohen's 90th birthday. Mika has a tremendous event happening at Hughes Room Live this weekend. How has Leonard Cohen shaped your approach and your appreciation for music?
Well, for sure, his songs made me recognize that inside the format of a modern contemporary song, you can talk about things as important as the deeper kind of spirituality. You can certainly talk about the bedroom because he was the poet of the boudoir, as Joni Mitchell once famously said. And you can create a story that might have some mystery in it, right? Like, a lot of pop songs are about, who's getting it and when are they getting it and where are we doing it? It's like
He was much more subtle and sexy.
Right?
Yes.
And I think women responded, to his poetry, let's just say, really deeply. And I thought, well, what is it? And so it's the larger ideas. That's, I think, what really turned me on about his work. And also, I'm a Jewish Canadian, and I kind of relate, like he's kind of like my spiritual dad.
Yeah. So how did you interpret the music? How are you making it your own? Are you trying to do a Leonard Cohen impersonation? How are you dealing with the music?
Lucky for me, I've got an amazing band of musicians who are helping me shape the arrangements around my musical personality so I don't have to imitate Leonard. I have a lower voice, so we do use that, but I'm carving all kinds of vocal things that only Mika would do. And that's really been a joy for me to take those songs and make them my own.
And which is your favorite?
Oh boy, that's a tough one. Okay, I have a new favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, Take This Waltz. It's not one of the ones that people know. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is almost as good as Hallelujah. Why don't we know this song? So the audience on Sunday will have to decide which one they like.
Oh, it's
I like it.
It's on Sunday. It's not Saturday.
No, it's Sunday.
It's Sunday on the 22nd, the day after
That's right.
Leonard's birthday at Hughes Room. Any tickets left?
Yeah, we do have a few tickets left, but people have to hurry.
Okay. So Google Hughes Room, and you can see if there are any seats left to see Mika Barnes celebrating Leonard Cohen on Sunday night.
Thank you, Mika, for coming in. Let's check the roads one last time. Here is Spencer Costin. Spencer.
With no active incidents and morning delays only due to building morning volume, it's still a pretty manageable Friday morning on